Welcome in, everyone. If you can hear me, please put a 1 in the chat for me. Thank you. Welcome in, everyone. If you can hear me, please put a 1 in the chat for me. Thank you. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. Looks like we have a couple of people in the chat. Snyder, Jerry Poor, Joe W, Aki Betha, welcome everyone, and thank you for joining me. Hi Bruce Goes, salute to you, nice to see you. I'm gonna take my time with this one and be as surgical and technical as possible because I want to use this as a teachable moment. Instead of using this as a time to be angry or scream and shout, I want to communicate very clearly my thoughts. And if you are a wrench holder, I just want to remind you that we don't time out people on this channel. We block people. Anytime you're in the chat room and you have a wrench and you see or suspect that someone may be trolling or possibly getting ready to troll, just block them. Because I don't think that it's our job to babysit full-grown adults, and that's not what we're here for, and we shouldn't have to do that. So if you see me block someone, you don't have to go and time them out because they're blocked. They're just banned from the channel. Because sometimes I'll block someone and I'll see a wrench holder go in and time that person out. If they're blocked, you can't time them out because they're not on the channel anymore. They're just completely blocked. So you shouldn't be timing anyone out. You should be blocking people. No one should have to even be timed out. We're all adults. We know right from wrong. It's not my job to raise a grown adult or babysit a grown adult. So if someone has to be timed out, then they just don't need to be here. Hi, Mother Earth. So there's that. If you have a wrench and you're sky watching and you see something, just block the person. There's no need to time anyone out. That's just wasting time over here. Because when you time them out, they're just going to come right back and start trolling again. So we have to moderate that and get used to blocking people. My channel is not, if you have a wrench, shoot away, fire away. But we don't need to be timing people out. These are grown adults. So I want to come here today and I'm going to be very subliminal. I want to make a disclaimer. This stream is not about the Grandmaster Troll. This is not about GMT. So I don't want anyone jumping to that conclusion because this stream is not about him. This stream is about an individual that has been playing in my face for the past 2 years. And the only reason I'm speaking out about this publicly is because I want to make it not only a teachable moment, but I know that this person is listening and I know that they're sky watching. And I know that they have paid people, content creators in other sectors to go live about me and to try to destroy my reputation. And I know this for a fact because this person admitted it to me earlier this year. So this particular individual is a man. Well, I won't even call him a man. This particular individual is a male. And I'm going to get into some details about some things that I experienced with this male. Okay. So no, this stream is not about GMT. It's not about Grandmaster Troll. That's my first disclaimer. So I'm going to be as subliminal as I want, and I will only go into names or mention names if my name is brought up in any way, shape, or form publicly on someone else's channel. But as for right now, I'm going to keep it subliminal until someone mentions my name. And this person knows who they are. The first thing that I want to say to you is that I see that you went in Google Hangouts and you tried to hide your tracks by what? Deleting the chat messages between us? Listen, you can't delete them because they've already been recorded and documented in an external hard drive. And not only that, I also reported it to the authorities. Not just the messages, but the videos that you sent me as well. Hi, Judah. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat room. So any interaction between us from most recently to the first moment that you emailed me, all of that has been kept on record. And also all of it is stored in an external hard drive. And also law enforcement has copies of all of it, including all the videos that you've sent me. You've played in my face for so long. See, you can call GMT all the creep weirdos that you want, but at the end of the day, he was still able to do something that you weren't able to do. And that's really what your issue is with me. It's not my fault that you didn't have enough audacity to even fire up a video chat or fly out to visit the girl that you wanted to date. That's not my fault that you didn't have enough audacity to do that. And you're not going to punish me for that. You're not going to play in my face and think you're going to interrupt my peace. Because if my peace is interrupted, everyone's peace is going to be interrupted. That's how this is going to go from here on out. So like I said, I'm not going to mention names, but I'm going to be subliminal. And this person, they know who they are. And the disclaimer is it is not GMT. The stream is not about him. Because at least he wears his shit on his sleeve. And a lot of these dudes are mad at me because they couldn't get to me before he did. Exactly, Judah. Exactly. Chatty patting it up in your face all day. Wanting to know you're everywhere. Basically, information agent. And what they do is collect information, not realizing that while you're sitting here going back and reporting to other people, those people are reporting to me. And you're not the only person that's collecting information. Law enforcement has also this entire time been collecting information on you, because how it goes is this: you motherfuckers just can't help yourself. The truth and fact of the matter is y'all get so butthurt and caught up in your feelings when a girl rejects you, or when she chooses to give her time to another guy other than you, you get butthurt. And you want to go try to shake hands with people, with content creators on YouTube, shake hands with them behind the scene, thinking that you can pay them to come at me. They don't know me. I have no business with them. I have no interactions with the people that you tried to pay to come at me. Why do you think they never came at me? Because they have principles. I can say that. They have principles, and they're not going to just do something aimlessly. There has to be a legit reason behind it. So the very same way that you thought you were privy to information, I knew that you couldn't help yourself. And I peeped you before you knew that I peeped you, but you didn't need to know that. But I knew you couldn't help yourself. I knew you wouldn't be able to control yourself because, see, you have no self-control. You're a grown little boy. That's basically what you are, a grown little boy. So just know that the local authorities in Portland, Oregon police force has also been made aware of your online activities as well. Portland, Oregon, yes. Hi, Sean. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. See, when you're getting ready to set someone up, or you think that you're being sneaky and sly, there's someone else that's watching you watch someone else. Did it ever occur to you that even stalkers have stalkers? So while you're sitting back, doing your bad deeds, planting seeds, spreading misinformation, there's someone doing the same to you. Because we know at the end of the day that you just can't help yourself, because that's just how immature and pussyfied you are. And you know not to bring your ass to Texas, because my brothers will drop kick you so fucking hard, you'll feel it in your past life. And you know that. So you know not to bring your ass to Texas. How do you talk about marrying someone, being in love with someone? You've never video chatted with them. You never came to see them in person. And you even told me yourself that you were going to pay Lady Law, L. Dot, to drag me on YouTube. You told me, these were your words. I have all of the back check messages printed. And they're not only printed, but they're saved on a digital external hard drive. I did that for my protection because, see, I knew you wouldn't be able to help yourself. I knew that you were full of shit and you were full of games. So we're going to play games since people want to play games with me. Now, I have nothing against L. Dot. I have nothing against, Lamar. I have nothing against Lady Law. But those are the two content creators that this particular individual in Portland, Oregon, tried to pay to power up a stream and drag me for no reason. All over a foot video. You'll never know what it was over. It was over a foot fetish video that I created last year. The title of the foot fetish video is, he sent me a Cash App, or he sent me money and I sent him foot pics. Because a lot of the guys that follow my channel have a foot fetish. And a lot of them will cash at me a certain amount of money, and then I'll send them a foot pic because that's just what they like. They like to see my feet. That's why I don't do really foot videos as often, because I'm not going to just do it and not get paid for it. I'm getting paid to do those types of videos and take those types of pictures now. So I'm not going to come on YouTube and just give it out and do it for free. Oh, Sean, you don't know the half of it. And no, I'm not on Xbox. I'm only on the Sony PlayStation Network. And my gamer tag is Ocean Potions, Ocean_Potions. I'm not on any other gaming network. The only network that I'm on is the Sony network. Mother Earth says, I'm glad law enforcement is involved. These messy men do way too much. They absolutely do. And while they're sitting back doing their deeds, they don't know that I have a team of digital forensic scientists that are getting the same information that I'm getting. Whatever I receive, they receive too, for my own protection. I had another repeat offender arrested last year for this very same type of behavior. And if I have to do it again, I will make time in my schedule to do it again. I have a special time set aside for that and special funds set aside for that process. What's up, Buddy Lee? Peace. So I'm not going to sit here and play games with you, dude. And he know who he is. He's probably listening right now. And once again, I will make this disclaimer. This video is not about Grandmaster Troll. This video is not about him. because I know that's what probably some people are assuming. No, this video is not about him. This video is about an entirely different person, a grown little boy that has taken time out of his schedule to be messy, spread my business to other content creators, try and pay content creators in the beef sector to go live and do streams about me, people who don't even know me, people who I've never had not one private conversation with, all because I chose another man over him, all because I rejected him. You see how childish these dudes are? You see why I call them pussified unapologetically? You see why? You thought that foot fetish video was directed at you, so you go behind the scene to try to shake hands and pay someone to go live about me because you took offense to me basically showing my feet in a video? No. What it was is you wanted to create any reason out of thin blue air to have a problem with me because for whatever reason, these niggas on this platform cannot take rejection very well. And so what they'll do is sit up and they'll try to pull a problem with you out the crack of their ass, out of thin blue air, just so they can have a reason to start some shit with you and be important in your world. You're not important in my world. But if you want to be, you can be. You want a problem because you want special attention. What you should be worried about is that lady that's over there in the beefing sector accusing you of having AIDS, saying that you tried to eat her pussy. Well, she's not saying you tried, she's saying you did. She's saying things like you have no teeth. She has a lot to say about you, sir, if I can even call you that. Chucky. Hey, Chucky. Yes, Chucky is important. No, Snyder, it's not the foot fetish that's weird. What's weird is the fact that when I made that video, I had just kind of rejected oh boy. And he took offense to the video. It's like, how can you take offense to a video that it's not even about you? The title of the video literally is he sent me money, so I sent him foot pics. That video was for the men on my channel that have a foot fetish because they think I have pretty feet. So they pay me cash apps to send them pictures of my feet and video. And I don't see anything weird about that. What I do see weird is why would you, as a viewer of my channel, take offense to that? Oh, I mean, I still to this day don't understand why he took offense to that particular video. It's like, if you have such a foot fetish, I thought you would maybe enjoy the video. It surely wasn't about you. I wasn't thinking about him when I made that video. I was doing that video for my subscribers that wanted to see my feet, that came to me and paid me. Anyway. So you're manipulative, but you're stupid. See, in order for manipulation to work, you actually have to have strategy. Something that you're very lacking in, sir. See, you're manipulative, but you're clumsy and you're stupid and you're silly as fuck. And you're immature on top of that, and you know nothing about war tactics. If you knew anything about war, you would understand that I'm not the person that you need to be trying to set up. I'm not your fucking enemy. So you underestimated me and thought that I was your enemy. I can be, if you want me to. But I didn't come to this platform for that. This is a warning shot, basically. And as long as this dude, the reason why I'm doing this publicly is to use it as a teachable moment and to also warn other content creators about this individual. And they know who they are. And I know that he is listening and he is watching as well. I know that for a fact. You have multiple accounts that you use to stalk people, to troll people in the black sectors, be it the beefing sector, the black sector, wherever. You have multiple accounts. And I know this for a fact because you admitted it to me yourself. I don't like people toying around with my feelings and my emotions and wasting my time. That's what I don't like. I didn't deserve that at all. I didn't deserve that, and I don't appreciate that at all. That's very backwards to me. And that's how you know you can't. It's just like you really outdid yourself. So this is going to be a fair warning shot to you. These people are sick, Chucky. And the guy is literally sick, though. And this is why I don't want to drag him. I really want to take my time with this because he claims to have lupus. The other girl, some girl in the other, on the beefing side with L. Dot and them, she's saying that he doesn't have lupus and that he has AIDS. It's not my place or right to talk about anyone's health status, but if you're sick and you're constantly complaining about people lying on you in this space and you're always involved in beef and drama, it seems to me that you want to keep your stress levels down just for the sake of your physical health. But when you're involving yourself in shit and you're instigating shit and going behind the scene, trying to shake hands and persuade other content creators to attack perfectly innocent people, that's when I have to do a live stream. That's when I have to step in and say, no, I'm going to make the shit public because, see, people think I'm something to play with. I've been nice for too long and I've been cordial for far too long. And I've shown grace to people that just fucking don't deserve it. I have PTSD. I have bipolar depression. But does that give me the right to go around fucking with people? Does that give me the right to go around deep trolling people, playing with people's life, playing with their heart and their emotions? Does that give me the right to go breaking in cars, knocking on people's doors and throwing drinks in their face and doing the most random, bizarre shit? Does it give me the right to do that? No one's going to feel sorry for me. Why? Because I'm an adult and I know right from wrong. I'm a full, able-bodied, competent adult, sickness or not, mental illness or not, PTSD or not. And when you know right from wrong, you're held to that standard. So I'm not going to sit here and feel sorry for you or handle you with kid gloves because you have some blood disorder or something. I wish no harm on you in regards to your health. Done nothing but been there for you and wished you the best for your treatments, for your recovery, for your surgery, whatever it is that you may have had going on. I was there for you as a friend. And you play in my face like this? I don't appreciate that shit at all. So we're going to play my game. Since everyone thinks I'm a game and to be toyed with, we're going to play with toys today. You will become my content for the next 15 months. I suggest that you fall the fuck back, stay the fuck away from me. That includes Cash App. That includes Google Hangouts. That includes Google Gmail. That includes YouTube or any other site where you may have a troll account or your account. I'm warning you to stay the fuck out of my face and stay far the fuck away from me as possible. I sent you a message last night through email and through text message on my phone, and I meant every word of it. And law enforcement also has a copy of that transaction, sir. Whenever you see these accounts coming in the chat room with tech at the end of it or FYI at the end of it, those are bots and trolls. Hide them. Chucky, you don't know obsession. People take things too far, Buddy Lee. Yes, they do. See, you can't be behind the scenes trying to stir up. See, because what people want to do is do dirt behind the scene, but then on YouTube, they want to hide and act like they're so innocent and act and just be a ghost on YouTube. Everyone knows who you are. You've had a wrench on my channel. You've been in my comment section, and no, you're not blocked. You just don't have a wrench. You're not blocked because I have kept transaction of everything, any kind of communication, including YouTube chat rooms and YouTube comment sections in regards to my channel and comments you left on my channel. You don't want to be held accountable for the role that you've played in people getting doxxed, people getting stalked, people getting harassed, people having random food delivered to their fucking houses. You were behind a lot of that shit. So you're not going to hide behind lupus or hide behind sickle cell to make yourself seem more angelic and less guilty of anything. Because the truth is, you're just as sick as the rest of these other motherfuckers on this platform. The only difference is you're not as active publicly as they are. Unfortunately, Snyder, they don't take rejection very well. So I want all the ladies. And if you know who he is, you know who he is. I don't have to, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna say names until someone says my name publicly. I'm gonna keep it subliminal. But this is the last stream I'm gonna do about this, unless something surfaces or there's some content creator out there that brings this situation up and lies on me. Outside of that, this will pretty much be my last time bringing this shit up. But what I'm not going to do is let someone get their rocks off by completely trolling me and then think they're going to hide their hands while they sit back and just watch a bunch of train wrecks happen. No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen that way. Sean says, this is what happens when brothers don't get on their purpose and don't hold themselves accountable. They get involved in silly shit like this. Makes no sense. It's like even children have better sense than to carry themselves like this. That's how you know these people aren't well adjusted to society. And I assume or think maybe you do have a guardian of some sort because you really don't seem all there in the head if this type of behavior is normal to you. If you can just do stuff like this willy-nilly and you feel protected because it's online and it's digital. But what you don't know is that digital forensic scientists exist for a reason. A cybercrimes unit is in every police structure, a law enforcement structure for a reason. And while you're sitting back doing the shit that you're doing to me, there's people watching you do this. So you're going to fall face first in that grave that you dug for me, just like everyone else did. You're no different. And you've proven that this week through your behavior. No, he's not in the chat room. He's not in the chat room, Buddy Lee. This person that I'm speaking of is not in the chat room. But he knows who he is. And he definitely is more than likely listening right now. Either that or he's probably paying someone to record the stream. And it's okay. You can record away because I'm leaving this up. Well, Buddy Lee, I'm sorry that happened to your family. I don't know anything about that. And I'm sorry that your family had to go through that. But I do want to keep other people's fights and things like that out of the chat. If there's an issue that you have with a content creator, that's between you and that content creator. I don't know the story behind that. I don't know what happened, so I can't really speak on that. I'm just speaking on my situation with a particular individual right now. Oh, Sean, he's definitely listening in the crowds, and I hope he is, because like I said, the only reason that I'm not one to air out my dirty laundry with anyone on YouTube, because I think it's disenchanting and I don't think it's classy. But when you have someone that has played in your face for so long, stalked you to no end, and has went around to other content creators on YouTube, spreading your business and trying to set you up to get doxxed and set you up to get drug, trying to entice and pay other YouTubers to do streams about you, you do have to say something publicly and speak out and send a message. So to my subscribers and supporters, if this is confusing to you, I apologize, but you will not understand if you're not a content creator. I'm not one to sit back and address every rumor that is spread or said about me. If I did that, I wouldn't have a life. But every now and then there comes a point in time where I do have to sit down and hold these kind of streams, because if not, then people get to just pounce on me and do whatever the fuck they want to do and get away with it. And those days are over. So yes, every now and then you do have to come to the forefront and just address something. You don't have to, I'm not mentioning names, I'm keeping it subliminal. Now, until that person makes my name public or pays someone to do something, then I'll mention his name. And I'm telling you, you can be my content dude for the next 15 months if you fuck with me like that. Because while you were recording me, you didn't know that law enforcement was also recording your activity. You didn't know that they also have your IP address. Hi, Janice, too alluring. Welcome to this stream. So this is just to let you know that there's no amount of hiding Google Hangouts that you can do, because everything has already been saved in an external hard drive and also a digital hard drive as well. And the cops have the record of everything. This is why you have to stay lawyered up as a public figure, because you do have creep, obsessed, stalker individuals who will try to get close to you, who will try to nuzzle up to you because they want to be nosy and get information or intel. You don't know anything about me that no one else on YouTube knows. Or excuse me, that anyone else on YouTube doesn't know. See, just because I'm happy and partying and drinking and I'm having fun and I'm lighthearted doesn't mean I'm not aware. I'm totally and completely aware. But see, people take your grace as you being naive or being completely oblivious to their dark nature. As I said earlier, even stalkers have stalkers. And that grave that you dug for me, you will fall face first in that bitch every time. See, your issue is you have a deep-seated envy and jealousy of me. You're no different than the others. You're from the manosphere. You have multiple accounts that you use to troll women, to stalk women, to troll chat rooms, and to troll live streams. That's you. That's who you are. That's who you are. And I knew you wouldn't be able, I knew that you just couldn't help yourself. I knew you just couldn't help yourself. I knew you wouldn't be able to do it because you have no self-control, and your spirit of envy is going to destroy you. I don't have to lift a finger to do it. I'm not a vengeful person. I will defend myself. I will clear my name. But one thing I'm not going to do is seek revenge, because see, I don't want your karma. I don't want a little bit of it. No, Chucky, he doesn't know where I live. Hi, D-Ray. But your spirit of envy is going to be the very thing that destroys you, dude. your need to constantly see, you think you're a setup artist, but as I said earlier, in order for you to be a successful, first of all, if you're gonna have manipulative ways, you got to be smart and have strategy. You're manipulative, but you're stupid. You don't have any good sense. You're more of a threat to yourself than anyone else. Because second of all, you're unstable as fuck if this is the type of shit that you're doing online, thinking that you're getting away with it. We live in a digital era, dude. You don't realize that? You're so stupid. Every video that you've ever sent, I have it saved in a digital and external hard drive. Any messages back from 2018, 2019 that you've ever sent me, any message threads that we have ever shared together, all of it has already been downloaded, recorded, saved, screenshot, and my local law enforcement also has a copy of all of these exchanges as well as your IP address. Dude, you're not that smart. See, in order to manipulate, you have to actually have the skill set. It's one thing to be manipulative. It's one thing to actually be successful at manipulating something that you aren't, because you're just so stupid and full of yourself. And you think that you have friends. See, these people, I see through these people like when it's because they're so predictable. They think they're being so witty and so smart. And they think they can cover their tracks. Everything you did has already been recorded. Every video you've ever sent me, be it 10 seconds or 15 seconds, it's already been recorded and given to law enforcement. And I meant everything that I said last night. I meant every word that I said. Snyder, this isn't someone that I actually met in person. But just because you haven't met someone in person doesn't mean that they shouldn't be dealt with a certain way, if you know what I mean. I'm not going to get into too much history, but this person knows, and the people that skywatch my channel, they also know, because he can't hold water. He gossips about everyone's business. He is obsessed with other YouTubers. And I think there's an envy factor there, because when you're able to be a public figure and garner an audience and get people to like you and just warm up to you, or maybe you have a charismatic personality or something about you that's alluring or enchanting or intriguing, people can really envy that. And this is why I've been doing a lot of content and streams lately on the topic of envy, because I think that people, I have made the personal decision to stress this, because these are teachable moments. And I think these people, they don't need to be handled with kid gloves. They need to be made examples out of, and people need to hear their experiences from dealing with people who suffer from pathological hyper envy. These types of conversations need to be had more, especially amongst public figures and small content creators on YouTube, especially small content creators, because just because you have a small channel, or maybe you can only get 5 people in your chat, it doesn't matter. If people know your name and your name hits when your name is mentioned, people know who you are, whether they watch this channel or not. If you go anywhere and say Neon Eyes, they're going to know who I am. So having a small channel doesn't mean shit. Not having 100 people or 1,000 people in your chat doesn't mean anything. If you have a name, you have a name. Now, I know this may be, like I said, confusing to a lot of people that may be new to my channel. I make content on a myriad of different things. My channel is not a niche channel. I do open panel discussions. I talk about philosophy. I do gaming streams. I vlog. I do a lot of different things on my channel, and I keep it that way because for me, it's better and I'm able to garner a more diverse audience. Queen of Jokey! Hey! Hey, Queen of Jokey! Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. No, I just had to come real quick to put some things into proper perspective for a person that loves to play in people's face behind the scene, then come on YouTube and pretend to be innocent and shit. And I'm gonna keep it subliminal. But the reason that I'm doing this is because this particular individual has tried to pay other content creators to do streams about me, dragging me, all because I rejected him. All because I rejected him. You know, some people really can't handle rejection well, and that's just sad. That's just sad because out of all these billion people in the world, why obsess over one person that doesn't want to be bothered with you or isn't interested in you? And for the sake of clarity, let me say this, because I know you're listening. I don't give a fuck who I'm in love with. I can love anyone. I can show grace to anyone. But my love for you is not going to cloud my reason and logic on how to deal with you. See, this right here, love don't have anything to do with this. Right here, love has nothing to do with this. So that guilt shit, trying to guilt me through my feelings, you could never. You could never. See, you have the intention, but you don't have the skill set. The intention is there for you to do what you do, which you epically fail at. But the truth and fact of the matter is you just simply don't have the skills, boo. You just don't. And that also tells me that you're not really built for this because you're sloppy about it. You're attacking people and you're doing things to people that have done nothing but show grace to you, be kind to you, hold your hand through your treatments and things like that. And you do this for sport. Just go around fucking with people, playing games with people, their mind, their heart, their feelings, and you think it's funny. It's funny until it ain't funny no more. Right? And the disclaimer, once again, no, this stream is not about Grandmaster Troll. It's not about him. So I don't want people trying to get shit fucked up. This stream is not about him. I want to make that very clear. Because you can call GMT a weirdo, a creep, a nerd. You can call him whatever you want to call him. But at the end of the day, he was still able to do what you weren't able to do. And that's your bottom line. So you're not going to use me to purge your resentment towards me because you couldn't get close to me. And you never fucking will. You'll never fucking get close to me. And I dare you to fucking try it. And yes, the cybercrimes unit is listening to my stream right now, as requested by me. Because you don't have good sense. You talk about other people being mentally unstable and needing therapy and medication and things like that. Just don't exclude yourself from that equation. Don't exclude yourself from that because you need it just as much, if not more than them. That's the truth and fact of the matter. That's just a pure fact. That's a pure fucking fact. You can bet that. What you need to do is stop playing in people's faces and go find something safe to do. That's what you should do. But you don't have any fucking good sense. So you go to Google Hangouts thinking that if you hide the messages or something, that it's going to somehow hide your tracks. Everything has already been recorded. Every time you sent me something, it was forwarded to law enforcement. It was forwarded to the digital forensic scientist. See, you record to be messy, to spread information, and to gossip. I record information for law enforcement. Or if I don't record it myself, I have them do it. through a special order because I know people like you just can't help themselves. And you just have to go around fucking with people because you have nothing else better to do. You could be so constructive. You could be building things. You could be doing things that matter, but instead you'd rather be destructive offline and behind the scenes on YouTube out of your own fucked up bitterness for being rejected by women or rejected by people who had something you wanted. Maybe beauty, maybe popularity, maybe charm to be able to attract women to their channel. You don't even have a channel. You like to plant seeds and keep it behind the scene, but it don't work like that. Because see, you fucked with a real one. And the same chick that you shitting on, truly, she's the only thing that's gonna last. You underestimated me and thought you could toy around with me, not realizing you're doing everything that you have done. It's gonna boomerang back onto you. It will boomerang onto you if it hasn't already. And I don't give a fuck how much time it takes. It will happen. Because that's just how things work in this thing called life. So don't think that you can go back, erase the messages, all the videos, all the Google Hangout, all of that stuff has been documented. You're not hiding a fucking thing. And that's how I know you ain't no fucking good. Because why would you go back to Google Hangouts and try to hide the message thread? That's already been documented, downloaded, and stored. So you can't go back. You can't go back and hide anything. You can't do any of that. See, you're letting your envy get the best of you and you're destroying yourself and you don't even realize it. That's what makes you sick. That's a part of the reason why you're sick. Your envy is going to consume you. It's consuming you right now. You don't see that? You thought you were being cute, didn't you? Didn't you? To toy around with people, to record people, to be on the phone with someone while you have StreamYards going, inviting people on the StreamYard panel and putting me on speakerphone, not knowing that they're going to come back to me and tell me that you had them listening in on our conversations. It happens every time. Why? Because I've never done anything to anyone on this platform. I've never once set anyone up. If I meet with someone offline or if we talk through Google Hangouts or text message one-on-one, a guy I'm interested in, then it is what it is. But you, however, you just don't, you have these imaginary things going on in your mind. And that's going to cause you a lot of problems in life. That's going to cause you a lot of problems in life, unfortunately, because your imagination is too big, it's too deep. And it's fucking with your ability to reason and logic and think straight. That's how you lost me the first time. What you need to do is stay the fuck out of my face and go find something safe to do. I'm not going to fucking repeat myself. I'm addressing this live, and the only reason I'm airing this out live is because I don't want to communicate with you behind the scene. And you have already let this leak onto YouTube. You've already done that because you went and tried to pay at least 2 content creators on YouTube to stream about me and to slander my character on a live stream, all because I rejected you. So you already did that. Back then, I could have easily reacted and went radioactive on your sorry ass and did something then. But see, this time you took it too far. And I'm still showing you grace because I'm not mentioning your name. I'm not putting your business out there. I'm simply going live to use this as a teachable moment and to show you the error in your ways that you clearly and obviously don't see, and it's going to get you hurt. See, a lot of y'all are too comfortable with this online thing. And that's your fucking problem. You think that you're untouchable because all this shit is digital. You got your keyboard and your screen. And so you think that if you just sit up here and pay for a VPN or get some sort of spyware installed on your devices or anything like that, you think that you're protected. No, you're not. You're not. So this is a teachable moment for you and for others who have tried, because there were some before you that have all tried. You're all the same. You're all the same. But you just couldn't help yourself, could you? You just couldn't help yourself. So you can take this however the fuck you want to take it. But in anything that you do, just be sure to stay the fuck out of my face and the fuck away from me. That's text message. That's YouTube chat room, YouTube comment sections, Google messages, Google mail, y'all, whatever type of mail, any type of communication. Because there's some people on this platform that are so detached from reality, it just don't make no fucking sense. Salute, Partly Cloudy. Third Ward Colombian. Yep, there's a lot of those, unfortunately. And they always disguise themselves of being these guys that are just so understanding and so balanced and fair and things like that. They talk a good game, but all you got to do is just watch how they move. And that'll tell you everything they need to know. As a wise person once said, don't listen to their words, listen to and watch their actions. That'll tell you everything you need to know about a person, how they move. And it's factual that you do have a guilty conscience because you actually think, you actually went back and tried to hide the messages. You don't know that in my Google settings, anytime someone sends me a request or a message on Google Hangouts, that very message is emailed to me and in my inbox. So I get two messages. If you send me a message on Google Hangouts or a request, I receive it on Google Hangouts message thread, and I'll also receive it in my inbox in Gmail. That's how I have my shit set up. Because I know sick people like you just can't help yourself. See, you fucking with complete strangers on the internet. You don't know who's watching over me. You don't know who has access to my devices. You don't know who logs into my shit every day. You don't know what they're doing, how they're looking at you, what information they found on you. You think that I'm isolated, and that's your problem. Because you're so superficial that you judge shit by the surface, and you will go no deeper than the surface. That's another major bad habit that you habitually participate in. So you have a lot of bad habits, dude. Unfortunately, you have a lot of bad habits. And that's your own fucking fault. I have layers upon layers of protection because of people like you. And this isn't my first rodeo of going through something like this on this platform. I know how to deal with individuals like you, sir. This is why I say I don't mind the surveillance era. This surveillance age that we live in. As a matter of fact, I think that we need more surveillance because of people like you. Because you've gotten away with so much, your bravery just keeps growing and growing and growing. Your audacity just keeps growing and growing and growing. Because you think either no one's watching you or that you keep getting away with it. So you get more and more bold and you gain more and more audacity with each pursuit because you don't have sense enough to know better. So you're not intelligent. I worked in reverse espionage and in intelligence during my military career. I know how reverse espionage works. I participate in it for my own protection because of people like you. That's forever. That's never going away. That's forever. And you can bet your last dollar on that. So the next time that you want to participate, thinking that you're setting somebody else up for their demise, you may want to think twice. Because I'm not a fucking toy and I'm not to be the fuck played with. That's your problem. You play too many fucking games. You sit your raggedy ass behind the scene, chatting it up with people, trying to set people up, trying to pay this one to go at that one and pay that one to go at this one. And you don't realize that there's a record being kept of all of your fuck shit. You have a really sketchy and dirty past on this platform as it pertains to the roasting sector, the beefing sector, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to refer to it as. You have a very sketchy past. So don't sit back and do your dirt. But then when it comes back to haunt you and when people start mentioning you, you want to take a hiatus and you want to disappear and, oh, I'm taking a break. You should have been doing that all along, as you should have been minding your fucking business all along too. Instead of going around fucking with people and toying around with people's emotions in their mind. It's okay for you to do your fuck shit and play your games, but when people get more dirty than you, it's a problem. See, you never know how a person is going to respond or react from being toyed with. That's why it's best to come on this bitch, come on this platform, have your fun and your entertainment and leave it there, leave it online. But you don't know how to separate fantasy from reality. You don't know how to separate your emotions from having basic reason and logic. You are severely lacking in basic life skills. That's a basic life skill, to be able to accept rejection, to be able to walk away when you have worn out your welcome with the person or when someone has worn out their welcome with you. You're lacking in basic concepts of communication, and that's not good. You're just fatally stupid. You're just a fucking worthless idiot. You're not useful at all. Thank you, Chucky. You're just fatally stupid. Because you're more of a threat to yourself than anyone else. Not just because of what could happen to you, but because of how sensitive I really know you to be. You're not really built for this either. You're not built for this shit. As ugly as things have gotten on this platform with you, and as ugly as they could get, I've sat back for the past 2 years and watched your reaction to a lot of this shit. You're not really built for this. This is why you have to pay other content creators to try to do streams about me. What, to try to publicly humiliate me or something like that? Because you're not built for it. You have to pay other people to fight your battles and to try to humiliate a girl that rejected you. You have a name in that particular part of Black YouTube. You built the name for yourself. Why not build a channel? Go live from your shit. And do the very thing that you're trying to pay them to do, because you're not built for this. Don't fuck with me, dude. Don't fuck with me. Don't fucking take me there. Don't do that. Don't do that. You play way too much. You play way too much. You're more of a threat to yourself than anyone else could ever be. And that's the part that you don't get, because you play too many fucking games, dude. You obviously don't have anything to lose. don't know. I see Chucky and Buddy Lee. Y'all need to just have a boxing match and get it over with. See, you were deep trolling me and you didn't realize that you were deep trolling yourself. I don't know why people do what they do. I don't know why people do the things that they do, but it's all fun and game until they're the ones who it's being done to. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know, Miss Betty Boop, but I don't know. Okay, no, I think that's the real Buddy Lee. I think that's him. I think that's the real Buddy Lee. That's my spill on that. What's your question for me, Chucky? If you, I already told y'all, if you have a wrench in this channel, we don't time people out. We block people. So if someone needs to be blocked, but I think that's the real Buddy Lee. But if you have a stalker and they're in the chat, you don't have to time them out. Just block them, because I don't time people out on my channel, because it's not my job to babysit grown adults. Because when you time someone out, they're just going to come right back and troll even harder. So just block them. Well, block them, Chucky. And a Jokey, Queen of Jokey has a wrench too. So if she needs to use it, she can use hers too. And if anybody comes in this bitch promoting their channel, block them. Because this is my fucking channel, not yours. I'm the star of this fucking show. I'm the star of this channel. Don't come in here, Third World Colombian, promoting your live stream and promoting your channel for tomorrow. This is not the stream for that. Usually, I reserve the end of the stream for people to do that. But you came in here and did that in the middle of my show, Third Ward, and I don't appreciate that at all. This is my fucking stage, and I'm the star of this goddamn show. Not you, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Don't come back. You don't come in here and promote your stream. That's rude and inconsiderate as fuck. That's disrespectful to the channel holder. You don't come in here promoting your shit while I'm live unless I ask you to or give you permission to. You don't do that. You don't post links. You don't do none of that shit. That's rude as fuck. Have some etiquette. Like, y'all don't even have respect for me. Some of these people don't even respect me as a channel holder, but they come in my chat wanting to promote their shit, and you've never once donated to my channel. But you come in here wanting to promote your live stream and shit. You don't get to do that. This is not the place or time for that. Go promote your channel in someone else's chat room. I'm turning a new leaf because I've been too fucking nice to people on this platform as it pertains to live streaming and being social. I do a lot of different things on my channel. I do gaming. I do open panel discussions. I've just started doing that again. I do pre-recorded videos. I edit pre-recorded content. I do videography. I vlog. There's a lot of talents that I have and a lot of diverse things that I have on my channel for everyone. I even do pet comedy on my channel. I have a lot of different talents and skill sets. So you're not going to come in here and take what's rightfully due to me. I deserve any ounce of gratification from my viewers that I receive because I've put in the work. You, Third Ward Colombian, go put in the work on your channel. Go put in the work with your group over there. That's what your shit is for. I reserve the end of my shows for content creators to post their links and to promote their channels. But to do that in the middle of my show is very rude and inconsiderate of me as the host of this live stream. You won't get to ever do that again. Exactly, Chucky. But I mean, I like to share my platform with other content creators and even maybe supporters that aren't necessarily content creators, but they want to come on the panel to be a part of the conversation. I don't mind that. But a lot of times when you give people an inch, they take a mile and shit. You can't even be nice to people on this platform. That's sad. You give them half an inch and they want to take 10 miles and shit. You can't even do that. And it's sad, but you almost have to be mean on this bitch. You almost have to come on here and be still cold because look how these people behave and look how they act. You wanted to come in my chat just to promote your channel. You didn't come in to speak to me or anything like that. You're trying to recruit people to come over to your channel. Listen, YouTube is very big. It's enough room and space for everybody to shine and have a gift and have a talent and to do whatever they want to do on this platform. You need to put in the work. But when you go to someone else's chat room, that's not the time for you to promote your shit. That's their platform. I would never do that. It doesn't even feel comfortable doing that. That's why when I would mod for Cookie, a lot of times at the end of her shows, I think at just about the end of every show, she would have all the content creators go in and post their links. I can recall maybe one time that I did that, but it's just something about it because I feel like everybody should have to put in the same amount of work. Now, I don't mind other people promoting their channel, but it's like, damn, don't get too happy with the shit. Have some fucking respect for me. If you can't even respect me as a content creator, this is my fucking stage. This is my spotlight, not yours. And if I choose to share it, I'm doing it because I want to, not because I have to. But some people they don't appreciate when you do kind gestures for them like that. They don't appreciate it. That was really rude what he did, and I don't appreciate that at all. Especially when I'm discussing a topic that's very serious. And he has a habit of doing this. I remember when Cookie, sometime, I think it was 2 summers ago, Cookie was having a stream about abusive, toxic, males in this space. This same dude comes in the chat. This same guy comes in the chat and is talking about how he's gonna beat somebody's pussy up. I'm gonna beat your pussy up. Flirting with it's like the stream is about toxic and abusive men, and you come in the chat saying how you're gonna beat somebody's pussy up, dude. Where's your etiquette? It doesn't matter. Third Ward, you still promoted your shit. It's not about whether you posted a link or not. You're promoting your and it's like, this is what I'm talking about. You don't even get it. You come here from another account instead of going about your merry little way. You come in under your second account to defend yourself, and what's been done has been done. And you got this arrogance about yourself as if you didn't do anything wrong, or as if I'm sitting here explaining to you what specific behavior you portrayed that offended me. And all you can do is sit back and deflect. Well, I didn't post a link. Well, I didn't put the name of my channel. Dude, you sat in the chat and said, come to my stream later. That's what you did, dude. And I'm explaining to you that is rude to do that in someone's chat room while they're live streaming, especially if they're the only person on the panel and they're addressing a serious topic. You just don't get it. Once again, this is my fucking stage, not yours. This is my fucking spotlight, not yours. Have some fucking respect if you want to be here. Just leave, dude. Just leave. Because you're really getting ready to annoy the fuck out of me. And I really don't have a personal problem with you. So just please leave my chat. Don't come back. There's no need for you to be here because you clearly are you're trying to make this about you, and it's not about you. I'm just addressing something that you did that I don't fucking appreciate. You know how I talk. You know, when I get offended or when I'm speaking about something that I'm passionate about, my voice carries. Thank you, Chucky. And I've been respectful to you. I'm trying to be respectful to you and not take it there. But don't push my buttons. Please don't do that. This is my platform. This is my spotlight. I'm the star of this show, not you. I'm the star of this channel, not you. And I don't have to share my fucking channel or chat. I can disable the chat room and just go live like I used to do. There wasn't always a chat room on this channel. There were times when I had to go live and just disable the chat room. I will start to do that again if necessary because some of y'all just don't get it. Thank you, Snyder. Don't take my fucking kindness for weakness because I don't have to be kind to nobody. I don't have to. There's enough opportunity and space for you to create a channel and go live 1,000,000 times a day or promote your shit 1,000,000 times a day if you want to. I would have greatly allowed you to promote your channel and post a link at the end of the stream. But I haven't been doing that lately because a lot of the streams that I've been having, if I don't open the panel, a lot of people in the chat, they're not content creators. But I would have gladly liked for you to go ahead and post the link. But since you did that, I'm not in the mood. I've never had a problem with people promoting their channel or posting the link to their channel. I don't have a problem with that. But you're not gonna just come in here and say hello and throw up a few peace signs and a heart and think that that gives you a pass to just promote your shit or say come to my life. No. That's not how that goes. I think that's just a people thing, but in regards as it relates to a lot of those dudes from the manosphere, I don't disagree with that, Snyder. And you're so nice to people that once you finally start to speak up and voice your concerns, now you're being angry. Now you're being a bitch. Now it's too much for people. It's only too much because you're used to me not saying anything. I have the right to defend myself and say what makes me uncomfortable. I have the right to express what I took offense to. And if it's too much for you, then just you don't have to be here. People come and go on my channel every day. People come and go off YouTube every day. People leave YouTube. New content creators, new subscribers, new supporters come every day. You don't have to be here, dude. But since you just don't get it, I'll just go ahead and block your other account too. Because instead of taking accountability or showing even the least bit of understanding towards what my concern was, that goes to show that you're insensitive to me and you don't really support me. So why the fuck are you here? If my feelings don't matter and if my concerns don't matter, why the fuck are you in my chat and why the fuck are you even around me to begin with? I try to be understanding and show grace, but some of y'all don't deserve it. It's just the fucking truth. That's just a pure fact. I shouldn't have to break down basic concepts to people who are supposed to be grown adults, to people who claim to be so real. Why not just either apologize or try to make it right and move on. But you want to argue with me about how I feel. They're my feelings. And they're valid because I feel them. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to like it. But if you can't respect it and at least show a little bit of regard towards me, that lets me know that you don't need to be around me. So bye, bitch. In my Chucky voice. Bye, bitch. Because, see, that's the thing. This is why you have to almost treat these people like inanimate objects, because when you're the least bit of nice to them, it's like they don't know how to handle kindness. And then if you're nice, you can't stand up for yourself. And then if you stand up for yourself, it's too much because people weren't expecting that, because you're supposed to be a sweetheart. And no, she's a sweetheart. So when you curse a motherfucker out for, coming at you sideways, it's a crime because you're supposed to be nice all the goddamn time. And people take so much offense to nice people standing up for themselves. Nice people are supposed to be doormats. Nice people aren't supposed to have a backbone. Nice people are supposed to sit back while people disrespect them and do unfair things to them and not say a word. They're supposed to sit back and smile about it. And if they don't, they're somehow committing a crime, and it's wrong. Interesting. Just don't come back to my channel, dude. Just stay the fuck away. We can cut ties right there. And it doesn't have to be anything personal. Like I said, I don't have anything personal against you, but that was very disrespectful what you did. I'm not going to go in someone else's chat, whether I have a wrench or not, and be promoting my channel or say, come to my live stream later. No. That's disrespectful and inconsiderate to the channel holder. But you don't have enough sense to understand that. Blood boxing. Oh my God, blood. Listen, bruh, that video that you did earlier this week about Leonard Elderbert, oh my goodness. That shit had me dying laughing. That shit had me dying. I wish I could play it right now. I wish I could play it, bro. You had me in tears. I think I listened to that video at least 50 times. And I laughed the same every single time. It was so, oh my God. If y'all see, now I'm going to promote a channel. We have content creators in the chat room. And if you have a wrench, you can post a link to your channel, but go support my brother, Blood Boxing. He has multiple sports channels. He does documentaries on boxing. He does reporting on football. I mean, you have you have 4 or 5 channels, right? I can't remember how many, but look up Blood Boxing on YouTube. Y'all have to see this video that he did about this dude. He has a gift, y'all. He has a gift. Blood Boxing, I'm going to have you on the show. And you're going to have to just come up here and talk some shit because, man, listen, you was talking mad shit in that video, Blood. I bet you won't come talk that shit to me, though. You ain't gonna do nothing but sit right there and smoke your ganja, because you already know what time it is with me. You talk all that shit to him in that video. I bet you won't come talk that shit to me, though, because you already know what time it is. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking for you, Blood. I'm gonna be looking for you. I think about that shit, and listen. I have to just go watch the video because it's so funny. Yeah, Blood Boxing makes a lot of epic content, I believe, about, sports. He does a lot of sports commentary and stuff, and debating. I haven't seen you debate in a while. I've had been over there on IOTBA, and I hadn't seen you over there. But He's a content creator who makes content about sports that I really appreciate. So if y'all can, just go show some love and show some support to my brother, Blood Boxing, also known as Retro Boxing and Documentaries in the chat room. Go show some love and support, y'all. For real. Yeah, Blood, nothing but respect to you. Nothing. you know what it is. He be going off. I think he did 2 streams earlier this week when he was let me see. I don't want to play anyone's stuff because I don't want to. Let me see. Listen, that video you did earlier this week. Leonard L. Yes, that shit had me dying. Yo, I was suffocating. I was dying from so much laughter. That shit was funny as hell. But listen, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. I want to say salute to the chat room and salute to you all for joining me. I really appreciate that. Yeah, y'all be having me rolling with y'all rants. That should be funny as hell. Like, I can be having like the most stressful day and y'all will go live or do a video. I click on it and immediately it just shifts the entire dynamic of my day and my mood altogether. So thank you, Blood Boxing, for what you do. I support you to the fullest. So I want to thank everyone for passing through. Blood Boxing, Snyder, Jerry Poor, Chucky, and Queen of Jokey. It was really nice to see y'all in here. Jerry Poor, Janice Too Alluring, Buddy Lee, Miss Betty Boop. I don't want y'all to be fighting like that in the chat. Queen Mercy, Partly Cloudy. If there's anyone I missed, I apologize. It wasn't on purpose. Thank you, Chucky, for supporting. Thank you, Queen of Jokey. Thank you, Chucky. Thank you, Jerry Poor. I don't have a niche channel, Miss Betty Boop. My channel isn't a niche channel. My content is very broad. I talk about a myriad of different things. Sometimes I'll go months without streaming. Sometimes I'll start streaming again. Tehran Herring, thank you also. But I don't have a niche channel. My channel is about a bunch of things. It's not about one thing in particular. So if you can catch me live or catch a pre-recorded video or anything like that, it is what it is. But like I said, I just want to reiterate, I decided to come public with this. I know it may be confusing to a lot of either my new supporters or people that have been supporting me that mainly either watch the gaming streams or listen to the rant content. You're probably thinking, why is she? This wasn't to air any dirty laundry, but it's just basically to send a warning and to use what happened, the series of events that taken place this week with someone on YouTube that likes to instigate beef and drama between content creators and pay content creators to go at innocent people. I could see if I was on this bitch, doxing people and asking someone to dox this person, or that's not what this dude was rejected, and he doesn't know how to handle rejection. So this is I'm using this as a teachable moment, and also how important it is for public figures to just stay lawyered up. If you can, become friends with the digital forensic scientists and get to know the cybercrimes unit in your police force, your unit or whatever, because a lot of people on here are detached from reality and they don't handle rejection very well. So this stream was meant to just be a warning. I'm going to keep it subliminal unless that person wants to go public and start putting things out there that aren't true or spinning false narratives. I'm going to keep it subliminal and just address the behavior. So that's that. What games do you play? Tetris. I do mainly beat rhythm games like Beat Saber. I do a lot of brain. I like puzzle games, beat rhythm games. What else? Racing games. I do some horror games every now and then. Every now and then. I don't do them a lot. But my favorite beat rhythm game is Beat Saber. I do vlogging. My specialty, I think, is probably ranting. And Audica. Audica is also my other favorite beat rhythm game, and Box VR. I do a lot of virtual reality streams, VR gaming and stuff, and things like that. So if you can, to those who actually support, thank you for your support. And I hope that, you know, this stream can help someone better protect themselves. Oh my God, Chucky. This shade is so thick in the chat. Oh my God. You know, Chucky, thank you to you and Queen and Jokey for coming through, showing me support. You know, I appreciate that. That means a ton to me. I appreciate it. But I'm going to get on and enjoy the rest of my day. And to that individual whose behavior I was addressing, just check yourself while you're not ahead of yourself. That's all I can really say at this point. You know, don't be ridiculous. Don't poison yourself. Don't poison yourself. Okay? Seriously. Just don't poison yourself. And with that being said, y'all, peace. I'm out. Y'all be easy.